Hi friends, time for another lecture for 9th standard. So 9th standard we continue with now M1 algebra. Today I am going to take ratio proportion important sum. How to use componendo dividendo to solve a certain equation. Okay. So this is from exercise 4.3 question number 4. Let's go straight away to the problem. 4-mark question. Solve the following equation. This is given. Root of 4x plus 1 plus root of x plus 3 upon root of 4x plus 1 minus root of x plus 3. Right? So first thing is you are not allowed to cancel this or this because plus or minus sign is there in between. What does the key step say? Use componendo dividendo for above equation and simplify to get this. Now what does the componendo dividendo mean? Componendo dividendo means for any ratio, if you are given numerator upon denominator, then numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator on both sides of the equation. Okay? You have to use componendo dividendo on both sides of the equation. This is called as numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. So I will use componendo dividendo for this equation. Watch how. Okay, I will write in brackets while using, this is numerator now, this is denominator. So let us use componendo dividendo. Numerator. This is numerator, full numerator plus denominator. Componendo dividendo मैंने बताया ना, I am writing it here. Numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. So this is numerator plus denominator. Take it above. Draw a line. What do I write here? Numerator minus denominator. Same numerator minus denominator means only this sign is going to change. So numerator again repeat karo. Minus same denominator. But don't forget to do the same thing on the right hand side. 4 upon 1. 4 plus 1 upon 4 minus 1. That is how we use componendo dividendo. Right? Okay. Now let us open up the brackets. Okay. Let us open up the brackets means I will show you here itself so that the problem doesn't become too lengthy for you. When I open up the brackets, when plus sign is over here, this will remain plus, this will remain minus. There will be no change in signs. Basic rule of maths. But in the denominator, because of this minus sign, when I open up the brackets, this becomes minus और ब्रैकेट्स ओपन अप करने के बाद दिस बिकम्स प्लस. Now while solving this problem, I have changed here itself, but you solve it as a separate step. Okay, so because of the minus sign in front of the bracket, when I remove the bracket, this becomes minus, this becomes minus of minus plus. अगले स्टेप में करो, 2 बार वीडियो देखो, इंपॉर्टेंट सम है, प्रैक्टिस. Followed? Now after that step, after opening up the brackets, ये भी ब्रैकेट गया है, this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled. Simple. That is the reason that we have to use componendo dividendo for this equation. So as one term gets cancelled in the numerator, the other term cancels in the denominator. Followed? Now what remains? देखो, ये cancel हो गया, so if I just remove this, जो कैंसिल हो गया मैं रिमूव कर रहा हूं. So what remains? Root of 4x plus 1 plus root of 4x plus 1. What do you get? 2 root 4x plus 1. X plus x is 2x. Same way, root of x plus 3 plus root of x plus 3. 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 minus 1 is 3. Now because you are having 2 into this, 2 into this, 2 also gets cancelled. So we get this equation. Now if you want to remove this side, so क्या क्या किया हम लोग ने? Componendo dividendo, numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator on both sides. Don't forget this side also. Then after opening up the brackets, only these 2 terms remain in the numerator, other 2 terms remain in the denominator. When you add them, root plus root, 2 root, and finally 2 gets cancelled. Now for this equation, if you want to remove the square root sign, what do you do? Squaring both sides. So squaring both sides means what? Like this. दोनों तरफ स्क्वायर करना है. क्लियर? Because of that, what happens? I will use a different pen. Remember, root and square cancel each other. You have to ignore. Root and square cancel each other. वो cancel हो जाता है. So what remains? Four x plus 1 upon x plus 3. Root and square cancels. But on the right hand side, you have to actually square. 5 squared is 25. 3 squared is 9. Now equation becomes simple to solve because root and square have cancelled each other. So cross multiply now. 9 into 4x plus 1, 25 into x plus 3. When you cross multiply, take the bracket. 9 into 4x, 36x. 9 into 1, 9. 25 into x, 25x. 25 into 3, 75. Keep the terms of x on left hand side, constants on the right hand side. So this becomes minus 25x, this becomes minus 9. कितना आ रहा है देखो अभी? 36 minus 25, 11x. 75 minus 9, 66. So x is equal to 66 upon 11. X equal to 6 is our final answer. Followed? Right? So that is the reason that for such equations use componendo dividendo. Then open up the brackets open up karna mat, that is the reason solve it again. Open up the brackets, add similar terms, 2 cancel karo. If you have a root sign, square both sides. After squaring both sides, cross multiply and then get the answer. Please try to solve it without looking now. अगर डाउट आया तो वापस देखो. Important basics of ratio proportion. That will be all for today. Bye. Practice and share.